Welcome to this video review. Today I'm featuring a Sightron SII Big Sky 6 to 24 by 42. This rifle scope has a somewhat confusing name since Sightron produces almost identical scopes with the name S2 without the mark Big Sky. And a lot of people ask what is the main difference. The main difference between S2 and S2 Big Sky, scopes like this one here, is that S2 Big Sky are made in Japan, while S2 scopes are made in Philippines. So the quality of this Big Sky version of rifle scopes is higher than from normal S2 scopes. The other design difference is also the design. This S2 Big Sky has a much more modern design, while the standard S2 scopes have a more traditional looks and design. As you can see, this scope is really long, but it's at the same time slim. It is roughly 38 centimeters long, and it's very, very light. It's less than half a kilogram. Due to such high magnification range, starting at magnification setting 6 and going all the way to 24, and a small objective lens, these scopes are mostly used for target shooting, for bench rest shooting, and so on. They have a 1-inch tube. This is also the main limitation of the elevation range, and these scopes are not primarily meant for long range. They are more for target shooting at 100 meters or maybe up to 300 meters, but that's about it, because then you ran out of elevation. All scopes in this series are waterproof, fog-proof, filled with dry nitrogen, so they can be used easily at low temperatures. There is no internal fogging, internal condensation, and they're also shockproof. You can use them on rifles with a heavy recoil without a problem. They also feature lockable eyepiece for diopter setting, which is really accurate. There is a lot of turns, and you can set your diopter setting really accurately, really fine-tune it, and then with this ring you can lock it so that it always stays on the same place. What I also like with these Big Sky scopes is that the level of build quality is really high. You can notice immediately that this scope was made in Japan, and that it is a high quality product. The price is also quite high. It's really close to S3 scopes, also made by Sightron. However, all S3 scopes are bigger, heavier, and not as nice compact as this one. Together with the scope, sunshade is always included. Also the flip-up covers, the manual, and a nice bag for the scope, also a cleaning cloth. The turrets are capped target turrets. The clicks are 1/8 of MOA. However, this is only one version with a silhouette reticle, has also the clicks in 1/4 of MOA, of minute of angle. But this is only if you choose the silhouette reticle. All other reticles, like dot reticle, this is a fine crosshair with a really small dot in the center, or duplex or mil dot. All other 3 reticle options have a 1/8 MOA clicks. Only the silhouette version has a bigger click increment. The turrets are multi-turn. You can see the indication of the turn underneath the turret, and the travel in one turn is 19 MOA on this version, silhouette version. The basic feel and how the clicks are audible is okay, it's nice. And these scopes also feature exact track windage and elevation system known by Sightron scopes, so the tracking is really accurate, especially if you consider the price tag of this scope. Like I mentioned before, the reticles are always placed in the second focal plane. That means they are really thin at higher magnification, and they are highly suitable for precise shooting. Especially the dot reticle, which is a fine crosshair with a center dot. It's really thin for the highest level of accuracy. So this scope is a perfect choice if you are a bench rest shooter on 100 meters. You get light and compact, well, long but slim scope with a premium optical performance, very thin reticle, very fine clicks, and usable high magnification. It's a perfect choice. I do have to warn you one more time that the elevation range is not big, so it's not meant for long range, and that the length of the scope it's also quite big. 38 centimeters for such a scope is a lot. The parallax adjustment is done on the objective bell, and as you can see, the parallax goes down to 10 yards, roughly 7 meters, and then in 180 degrees turn it goes to infinity. A lot of people like the standard S2 model more because the parallax adjustment there on that model has many turns, and you can set it more precisely, easier than here. With this scope there is really a small travel from 100 yards to infinity, so you have to really be careful to fine-tune the parallax. This was a short review about a Sightron S2 Big Sky scope. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you need any additional information, please send us an email, use comments, or visit our webpage.